I'm going to go over how to support your child to write the sentence, "The elf is flying down," from the first elf writing challenge. For this, you're going to need your phase 2 and your phase 3 sound mat, your phase 2 to 5 tricky word chart, or you could write the keywords down on a piece of paper like I've done here. And let's have a go. So the first thing to do is to get the sentence in your child's head. So get them to say it. The elf is flying down. And get them to say it several times. Say it in a happy voice. The elf is flying down. Say it in a sad voice. The elf is flying down. Say it in an angry voice. The elf is flying down. Say it in an excited voice. The elf is flying down. Let's count the words in our sentence. The elf is flying down. How many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check that at the end. Now, what's our first word? The. So you could use the tricky word chart if your child can't remember how to write the word the. And you could hand it to them. Maybe they'll find it. Maybe they need you to narrow it down for them. It's somewhere, one of these 3 words. Can you find it? Is it this word, or this word? Or here I've written it down. So is it this word, or this word? Where's the word the? And remind them that they write it at the top left-hand side of their paper or whiteboard. And because it's start of a sentence, we use a capital T. Once they've written it, get them to check it. T-H-E spells the or the. Leave a space. What's the next word? The elf. Now, to sound out elf, there's 3 sounds. What's the first sound in elf? If they're not sure, use alliteration. What's the first sound in elf, elephant, end? Is it e, t, d? Hopefully they'll hear the e sound. Well done. E. What's the next sound in elf? Now they might hear the f sound that comes at the end of the word because it's hard to pick up the adjacent consonants, the L and the F. So if that's the case, emphasize the next sound. You can say, well done, you got the f sound, but that's the last sound. What's the middle sound? Elf, elf, or you might just say L. To really emphasize that sound. L, elf. What's the last sound? Elf. Hopefully they'll say f. Okay, can you write that down? If they're not sure how to write any of the letters, give them choices from the sound mat. Don't show them or write it for them. Where's the E sound? Elephant, umbrella, robot, hand. If they say robot, narrow it down. Elephant, umbrella. Which starts with the E sound? Elephant. Great. Remember to leave a space. E, l. Now phonetically, elf, the f comes at the end, so it wouldn't be the F there, the single F for flower. They'd have been taught that it's a double F that comes at the end of the word, like huff and puff, or in the middle of the word like muffin. So if they wrote this, that would be phonetically correct. Now, because I've been, in my class, we've been writing the word elf quite a lot in the last week of term, so and I've had that word up, so they might be writing it ELF like that. Whichever way is fine. Ultimately, we want children to write words correctly. So if they know a word, don't correct it for the phonetic spelling. Get them to sound out the word elf, elf. What's your next word? The elf is. Now they could sound out is, or if they can't remember that, you can show them it on your phase 2 mat, or you could have it written out already. Where's the word is? Get them to check it. Is. Now if they say I've run out of space, say don't panic, start a new line. In English we write from left to right and from top to bottom. What's your next word? If they can't remember, get them to say the sentence again and point to the words. The elf is flying. Now flying is quite a long word. It's got 2 syllables in, so support your child to make it easier for them to break it down into the syllables. So I say, let's clap the beats, let's clap the syllables in flying. Flying. How many beats? 2. Okay, let's do the first beat. Can you say it? Fly. 3 sounds in fly. What's the first sound? Again, if they're not sure, support them with it. What's the first sound in fly, fat, thin? Is it s, f, b? Hopefully I'll say f. Great. What's the next sound? Fly, fly. Again, you've got an adjacent consonant there. They're going to find that hard, so support them with it. If they say I, say, brilliant, you've got me the last sound, but what's the middle sound in fly? And if they're not hearing it, you could just say the first two sounds, fl, fl. What's the next sound in fl? Hopefully they'll hear the l. Fl, fly. What's the last sound? If they're not sure, you can give them choices. Rain, leak, night, goat. Which has got the I sound in? If they're not sure, narrow it down more. Night or goat. Once you've done that, get them to write it down. L, I. Again, if they've forgotten it, go back. Rain, leak, night, goat. Where's the I sound? That's right, well done. I, G, and an H. It's a trigraph. Once they've written that first syllable, get them to check it. Fl, I. Fly. Have you finished your word? No. What's the next part of flying? Fly-ing. 2 sounds in ing. What's the first sound? I. What's the last sound? Ing. Now they write, say g. You could say ig, ig. Do you want ig or ing? What's the last sound in ing? You might give them a clue. Say it's a digraph and it's somewhere down here. Chick, shoe, thumb, ring. That sound, the ng sound. So write it. I, ng. Then get them to check it. I, ng, ing. Fly, fly, I, ng, ing. Flying. What's your last word? They might have forgotten. Get them to read the sentence again. The elf, is, fly, flying, down. Leave a space. 3 sounds in down. Can you sound it out for me? D, ow, n, down. I'm saying the sounds, but you want your child to be saying the sounds. D, ow. They haven't been taught the ow sound yet, so you need to support them with this. Horn, burger, cow, coin. Which's got the ow sound in? They're not sure, narrow it down. Cow or coin? Down. Okay. And what's the last sound in down? Again, if they're not hearing that sound, emphasize it. Down. Ink, nose, mouse, dinosaur. If they're not sure, give them the choices. Once they finish the sentence, remind them that we use a capital letter. Did you use a capital letter? Did you put spaces between your words? Did you put a full stop? Oh no, where did you put the full stop? They might say there. Let's read it. The elf is. Does that make sense? No. They might put it there. Try it. The elf is flying. Does that make sense? Remind them that we put it at the end of the sentence. Sentence is one idea, one thing happening. The elf is flying down. Once you put your full stop, get them to just read the sentence back over again to you sounding out and checking it. And that's how you'd support your child to write the sentence phonetically. So the keywords, the, is, written correctly, all the other words can be sounded out phonetically.